to me.
Welcome back to part 2 of the reality of the challenge with Deb Chubb. Hi, Deb.
Hi.
Thank you so much for sticking around.
Of course. I'm so happy.
We already have seen episode 1 and 2 of the challenge, Cutthroat, season 42. If you've watched episode 2, you'll understand why I needed to keep Deb and air this episode the next week, because you got a lot of screen time this episode.
Who would have thought?
Like, before we get into your epic elimination, I want to talk a little bit about you going back to your roots. You kind of turned the challenge into Love Island this episode.
Whoops.
So we do see you and Will just starting to hit it off.
Yeah.
How did the flirting start between the two of you?
I literally remember night 1, I was wearing a yellow bikini and he was like, oh, my favorite color is yellow. Just as he does. And then he just like kept saying things and I was like, who, me? I mean, let's be real. It was between him and Josh and it wasn't going to be Josh.
Okay,
so
that actually
wasn't a lot of options.
That was my question. Did you, if you had your eyes on anybody else, I mean, were those just the only 2 people that you were interested in, or had everybody else kind of been claimed by people?
It was kind of like they seemed like the only 2 available.
Okay.
And like, I mean, Josh wasn't even flirting with me. He never was going to flirt with me. I wasn't going to flirt with him. So, you know.
So, hey, Will.
Hey, Will.
How's it going? Were you aware that Will had a bit of a showmance in the previous season with Nani?
I knew he had a showmance, but I didn't know the extent of it until everyone was like telling me that they were just like having sex in the closet the whole time.
Yeah,
And
that's
like,
pretty much what it was like, yeah. We do get into that a little bit in this episode where there is just a ton of flirting. We see Corey flirting with Izzy, Adrienne flirting with Josh, Bananas and Lete. Were you surprised by Bananas and Lete kind of hitting it off?
Yes.
Because you did say in part 1 of this recap that you had already known Lete. So
Yeah.
was that like when you saw those 2 hanging out, what did you think?
You know what's so funny is Lete and I both going in, she was like, I hate Bananas. And I was like, the one guy I won't be with is Will. Here we are.
True love knows no bounds.
I know. And I think maybe, I mean, like, Bananas maybe liked that he could feel the hatred from her.
Yeah.
And so maybe it was like a challenge to him.
Maybe. Okay.
The toughest challenge yet.
He said he wants to climb that mountain.
But that relationship is so funny because he's to her boobs.
Maybe he needs a woman like that. He needs someone that
she is a
towers over
strong
him.
woman, and I think he does need that.
Yeah. That was something that has been pretty interesting about Lete, too, where, like, if people didn't know, like, she does have a crazy lore past. I remember when I saw her on Deal or No Deal Island, I'm like, she's going on the challenge. Like, you can
really?
I mean, I say that about a lot of people, but I'm like, I felt like I could just tell that she would be so good on the challenge. And she does mention a couple times in these episodes that it's like it's kind of not her first rodeo, you know?
Yeah.
Like, she seemed pretty prepared going into this.
She is the type of person that is good at anything they do.
Mm-hmm.
Like, her lore of, Deal or No Deal Island, she crushed it. WWE, crushed.
Yeah.
Miss Indiana. So, like, pageant, volleyball, club,
Right.
another club.
Yeah,
like,
plane.
it's insane. I'm like, girl, I could barely walk and chew gum. Like,
Right, literally. But yeah, that's a good person to be friends with in the house,
yeah,
though.
yeah.
This was a question I didn't get to ask in part 1 of this, but obviously you guys are broken up into 3 teams, but people do have friends on other teams. Were you kind of trying to make or keep alliances on other teams, or was it very much orange v blue v gray?
I was trying to make alliances, especially knowing that in the beginning the other teams were picking people to go in.
Right.
So obviously I already had my like alliances with Leo and Josh. I knew I was hopefully good with them. And then everyone else was kind of on blue. I didn't know that many people on gray.
Right. You start kind of hooking up with Will a little bit, flirting. We're not seeing too much in this episode. Just like,
Sorry, I only know dating shows, okay?
Yeah. And you know what? But I will say that is why I always tell people that I choose the challenge over many other competition shows, because it is the perfect mix of competition but drama, flirting, hooking up. It's the best of both worlds.
It's like Love Island Games, but better.
Yeah. You
because
said
that's
it,
what I
not me.
said about, everybody's like, did you like Love Island or Love Island Games more? And I was like, honestly, maybe Love Island Games, because there's just more at stake.
Right. What was the biggest difference between Love Island and the challenge?
Oh, gosh. I mean, besides the really scary things, I think the craziest adjustment for me was kind of like figuring out what I was supposed to be doing. Like on Love Island, you know you're there to like flirt and everybody's there doing the same thing. But on the challenge, like you can kind of do what you want when you're in the house. Like you can make food, you can sleep, you can talk, you can tan, you can swim. And it's just like there's not really the same guidance that you have on Love Island.
Right.
And so it's kind of like, I was like, I don't know any of this lore. I don't know any of the background. What do I talk to these people about? It was like kind of hard to get my footing.
Yeah. No,
It out.
I could definitely see that. No, I could definitely see that. Okay, so you kind of start flirting with Will. Was anybody on Team Orange worried that 2 Team Orange teammates were getting cozy?
Actually, no.
You would think maybe that could be a conflict of
Yeah.
interest.
I don't think people were concerned. I don't know why, because you would think it would be like, because what if we were like fighting or something and that caused a rift within the team?
Right.
But everyone was like fine with it. I also think everybody saw how similar we were and were genuinely shocked. And we're like, no, wait, we can't fight this.
Yeah. We do get to the daily challenge, and it's hilarious because in part 1 of this episode, you said, oh, the first challenge was great. I didn't have to have heights or fall off a building or anything. And in this first challenge, you literally fall off of a building. Tell me about that.
That was the craziest thing I have ever done in my life. I went into this, I didn't say it out loud because I knew they would make me do it if I said I didn't like heights. I actually didn't even know. I won't even go on Tower of Terror. So I knew I didn't like drops.
Right.
We get up there and I'm like, I'm going home. Like, I am not doing this. And then they could see my fear. And I think that's how I got picked to go into the mystery box.
Oh.
Because the mystery box, kind of no matter what, was going to drop.
Yes. No, whoever was in the mystery box was dropping.
Yeah.
So that was my follow-up was, how were people chosen to go in that mystery box?
I think it was at random. And I think honestly, probably chose me because I was the only rookie, obviously.
Right.
Like, I have to, everyone, including the producers, wants you to pay your dues.
Well, and I'm going to be honest, like, for me as a viewer, I would assume from a producer standpoint, like, the moment I see that and I know that one person from each round is guaranteed to fall, I know they're going to put Cara Maria in the mystery box.
Yeah.
Because she fucking hates heights.
Yeah.
Were you surprised by her freaking out during that challenge?
Yes, because all I've known her to be is this, like, beast of a performer, of a woman. Like, I didn't know her lore of, like, kind of being scared a lot.
Oh, she's scared a lot.
Yeah.
But
Do you want
I think Johnny just said, it was in something you shared on your Instagram where Johnny says Cara Maria, they were talking about who would be the worst captain. And Johnny says Cara goes into every season like it's her first season. And it is true, but that's just such a testament to her, though, that, like, she is still unapologetically her frightened self, but still can pull it out in the end.
Yeah.
Not in this challenge, though,
Yeah.
but typically. How high was this drop?
I remember we were getting harnessed up, and I literally said to the guys that were putting on our harnesses, there's a whole safety team and everyone, obviously. I was like, would you let your daughter do this? Like,
and what did they say?
and they were like, yes, you're fine. And honestly, them being so calm gave me so much peace, but, like, they're also, like, this is their job. So, like, they love this
and I'm
kind of
sure
stuff.
they tested it like a million
Of
times.
course. But you know what? Tori said something to me. Literally, the first night, she was like, it's all a simulation. Like, and when you are truly that high, like, it does look fake.
Yeah.
So, and I hit a drag of CT's cigarette before, and I never smoked a cigarette, like, in my life. And I actually think that calmed me down so much.
Well, also, what better time to try your first cig than when you're knocking on death's door, you know? Yeah. I heard a past challenger, his name's Zach Nichols, he did say the thing that would calm him when he would do those is knowing that if anything were to happen, and he died, I know that's probably not great, but he was like, at least my family will come into millions of dollars because they're gonna sue. So at least my family will be well off for the rest of their life.
I feel like there's probably something in the contract.
And you know what? That's what I was thinking.
I'm
like, there has to be.
Maybe I should read that.
Yeah, next time. How long were you standing up there before you got dropped?
I was standing, it could have been hours. No, it probably realistically was honestly probably was like 45 minutes.
Right.
It was so long, but I kind of think that helped me calm down. And I'm really glad that I did end up in that spot because I didn't have to wear the blindfold. And that just alone is a psychological thing, I think.
Yeah.
Because I got to see where I was standing. I looked down. A bad idea.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. There was like a little crack, and I saw like the cars, and I was like, and then I heard them bring the 3 people up, and so then I was just standing there waiting, like, and then once we finally started, I was like freaking out, but.
How many questions did they ask?
5.
So you really could hear, though. Like, you know how the one team got disqualified because I think it was Annalie was, like, clearing her throat. Like,
yeah.
It was pretty quiet up there. If someone made a noise, you could hear it.
It was silent. Because, I mean, it was like you could feel everyone's fear. Yeah, you could hear anything.
Yeah.
When I was standing up there, like, trying to psych myself up, like, I was like, I have to do this because this is going to be the sickest story ever. Like, I got dropped from a building in Bangkok.
Yeah.
Like,
well, when you're there, I mean, it's like, what am I going to do? Say no? Yeah.
Exactly.
Some people do, though. Some people do say no.
Yeah.
So you're already one step above the dozens of people that have said, I'm not going to do this heights challenge.
That's crazy.
That's a big testament to you.
Yeah. I also think when you're, again, in that environment, you're kind of just like, I got to do it.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, I can't look like a bitch on Paramount Plus.
And Tori and Michelle were like, you are going to be so proud of yourself after.
You are so lucky that you had them on your team. Like, I don't know them personally, but I'm like a huge fan of both, but I'm a huge Tori fan.
Yeah.
And I do feel like she would genuinely be able to talk me off a ledge.
100%. Like, I truly think like God was looking out for me this whole season, and I think that's why it all worked out, and that's how it all happened, and it was all meant to be. And it was just like I had the best team to guide me, and but when it happened, I was so proud.
Yeah.
Like, and that gave me so much confidence in myself and in the game.
What probably helped you for later on in the episode, which we'll get to. I do want to talk a little about this code. Your team ends up getting DQ'd from this challenge because they came up with a code in order to figure out who the person is in the mystery box. Who came up with that idea?
The brains on my team, that was the moment where I was like, you guys are on a different wavelength than I could ever operate on. They are so smart. Obviously, they've been in this show a lot, but the way they can like look at these challenges and like find a way to make it work and benefit them and the team, it's mind-blowing. It's beautiful.
Like really thinking outside the box.
The person who thought of it was Michelle. She is the puzzle queen. And it was a puzzle, essentially, I guess.
I guess anything can be a puzzle if you try.
I guess. But when she was explaining it, it just like clicked in my brain, and I was like, that is the smartest thing in the whole world.
Yeah. It's so simple.
then
But you would have never thought that. Like, I would have never thought that. Yeah.
And it was so simple, and all we had to do was memorize each other's colors.
Yeah.
And at first, I was like, well, if I get them all right, like, I'm not going to drop. And then literally as I was standing in there, and I was like, wait, I would probably drop regardless.
Yeah.
Like, and then I was like, thank God I'm glad we went first, honestly. Because the waiting was the worst part.
Yeah. Oh, true. How long was, like, if you were the last team to go, how long did they have to wait?
A long time. Because what I hear, the heights with harnesses especially take a long time because of they have to harness everyone up, the safety of it all, and then take everyone's harnesses off.
Yeah.
Wind them back up from the building.
Okay, wait. Big question. You drop.
Yeah.
You're hanging there.
Yeah.
How long until you get back up?
Too long.
Oh, my God. That, to me, seems like the worst part.
I remember hanging there being like, I have to open my eyes. Like, I have to look. And so I was looking, and I was like, this is really cool. And then I was just hanging, and I didn't realize that there was like a photographer, like, and then there was also, I think, a camera. Mm-hmm. And so I was like, what am I waiting for? I was like, hello?
Yeah.
And they're like, are you good? I was like, well, yeah, but I'm still down here.
Like, yeah, get me back up.
And then they bring you up slowly, but you're kind of swaying.
Oh, no.
That was honestly, I think, worse than the drop.
No, I think it would be worse than the drop. The just hanging on the side of a building waiting. Are you kidding? You're stronger than me.
Adrenaline is a crazy drug, though.
Dude, I fucking bet. Okay. So you guys end up not coming in first place in that challenge, which means you're going to have to put somebody on your team up for elimination. It's pretty obvious that it's going to be you. There was like slightly some talk of Izzy because she would be like the next, quote, rookie, I guess.
Yeah.
but Adrienne is the
Yeah.
captain. That's her best friend. Did you just know it was going to be you?
Instantly.
Yeah.
When we got disqualified, I was like, this was a good run.
Right. So you're going into elimination, and you do ask CT for advice on elimination strategies. What is some advice that he gave you?
CT is the sweetest man ever. And I was like, I have to talk to him. He basically just said he wasn't worried about me. That gave me so much confidence. Like, CT, the challenge, like, God, saying he's not worried about you, I was like, oh, I also remember he was like, you got a little cuckoo in you. Like, you're going to be fine. And I was like, you know what? You're
like,
kind of right.
You get me.
Yeah.
You get me.
Yeah. And then the girls, too, were hyping me up so much. They were like, we will be there with you. Like, we will be cheering you on. We got you. And the biggest piece of advice I think I got was to not spiral.
Yeah.
They were just like, stay in a positive mindset throughout the day. And I truly, like, that, just like knowing to hype myself up was really good.
So what was that pre-elimination day like? Was it just a lot of sitting around waiting? Were you nervous?
You know what? I'm kind of glad it happened when it did, because I'd only seen one elimination prior. Obviously, I'd seen some on TV. I literally said my worst nightmare elimination would be the one that Olivia did. I forget who she was with, but they're climbing up that little ramp and then down, push the button.
Yes,
It was
I think it was against Leka, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe. But I know, and it was really strenuous.
It was just straight cardio. I was like, I don't want to do that.
Yeah. What are you talking? Okay, we'll get to it. But this was a super cardio heavy elimination.
Yeah. Well, but during the day, I was honestly just like chilling, and this is so mean because I love her to death, but seeing Riley crumble,
She was stressing.
gave me a lot of hope.
Yeah. So did you know it was probably going to be Riley over Annalie?
Yes, because I spoke to Josh, and I was like, Josh, like, you have to.
Right.
Like, you can't do this to me.
Yeah.
Annalie would have whooped my ass.
Oh, she's
a
good runner.
marathon
Yeah,
girl.
Little firecracker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Though I remember I saw Riley at the airport, and I was like, I know for a fact I'm gonna go against her, and I know for a fact I'm gonna win.
Riley's
I just
probably
fuck. I know. Sorry, Riley. I
Why'd
do love
you
you.
have to do
And
that?
Riley was the only one who got all my brain rot. Like, so we really got along.
So you guys were friends.
Yeah.
Was there ever a moment where you were like, maybe I can twist this and try to get them to throw someone else in instead of me? Like,
No.
you were just like, you accepted your fate.
I accepted my fate, and I was like, I'm gonna get it over with. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna come back. And I'm going to continue to just prove my loyalty and my strength to my team. Because I was like, they still don't know what I'm capable of. And I'm like, if I can do this, then they'll believe in me more. And maybe I won't go in again.
All right, let's talk about your elimination.
Oh,
this was the biggest reason why I was like, I need to keep you here. Because the fact that you went in the first female elimination of season 42 of the challenge is crazy. It's this ball puzzle thing. It's brains. It's cardio. But you seemed pretty confident about it right off the bat. They show you saying, like, I'm so glad this is a puzzle. Are you generally, like, a good puzzle person?
No. I can do puzzles. I get puzzles.
Right.
It's maybe like the half of me that's my dad, who's an engineer, that like something sometimes works in my brain. But I knew my team had me.
Yeah.
I had Michelle and CT, and who else would you ever want on your side with puzzles? I didn't know how strenuous it was gonna be.
So many stairs. How long did that elimination take?
I asked one of the cameramen after, or I asked someone after, and I think they said like 35 minutes.
Wow.
Of a running up and down.
The stairs, up, down, up, down. And at one point we see your ball goes flying. You have to go around and pick it up.
I think I did like 2 or 3 times.
Well, we only saw one.
Oh my
but
gosh. Did you see me drink my water?
Yes. Yes. What was going through your mind during that whole elimination?
I remember when I started, I think it was maybe the 3rd row I went down. I was like, fuck. It's like, this shit sucks. Like, I remember seeing it and being like, it's not physical. Like, I got this. And I remember seeing it also be like, this is a fair matchup, which I was also really nervous about if
Yeah.
it was something that wasn't fair. And I was glad that I was kind of like equally stacked, like competitor-wise as Riley, maybe. But I just literally was solely just like hyper-focused on everything that they were yelling at me. Because they were yelling like, we numbered the rows. And so they were going 3 to 1, 1 to 3, 3 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to... And then I remember at one point, they go, Deb, this one's going to suck. You got to move all of those back over. I was like,
so you were 100% listening to everything your teammates were yelling at you. Who was the most helpful from the sidelines?
I really only remember hearing Michelle's voice.
Yeah.
And then I remember hearing when I was like starting to gas out, like I heard everyone, like literally singularly. Like it's a very weird, I don't know, it's such a weird experience. But yeah, I heard like everyone individually be like, don't give up, you got this. Like, it's not time to go home. Just like all these things. And I was like, maybe I heard like Will's voice or something. And I was like, I don't want to leave.
I need more kisses.
Someone likes me.
Did you have any idea that you had taken the lead?
No. And I think that I literally, during it, when they were like, you got this, you only have a couple more, you're so close, you're winning, I thought my team was messing with me to go faster.
Oh.
In the moment.
you can't see what she's doing.
No, and I kept kind of looking over, and then I just remember also thinking to myself, like, that's not going to do any good.
Right.
Like, it's only going to slow me down. No, I also remember looking over and seeing she had way more, like, she looked ahead of me.
Right.
Are we at the black ball yet?
Let's talk about the black ball. I was a little confused about what the purpose of the black ball was. Can you explain it to me?
Yes. The black ball was, when they explained the rules to you before, they mentioned the black ball, and you could put it, I could run down and put it at the bottom, or I even think the middle of one of her rows. So it would block her, so she would have to get all of those balls out, get the black ball out, then put the balls back in. I knew when they explained the rules, she didn't hear that.
Okay.
And I made sure to not clarify. I knew if she didn't hear it, she was just going to put it at the top of mine and I could just throw the ball.
Right.
And so that's what she did. And that's what I did too, honestly, because I didn't want to run down those stairs again.
Like at that point it's a great idea to block, but you're so tired it kind of becomes a little redundant. It's like, I'm not gonna.
And I remember my team, obviously, because they didn't hear the rules, didn't know what to do with the black ball. So they were just telling me to put it on top of hers. And I was like, I'm just going to listen to them.
Right.
Like, I'm not trying to do anything crazy here.
Yeah, no, 100%.
Yeah. So I was glad that like you said, it was a really good addition to the game because it would have slowed somebody down, but we did it the same way. So I'm glad it was at least fair in that sense.
No, it was a totally fair matchup. It was really fun to watch. And it should be two rookies going into that and really fighting it out. What was it like being down on the sand is what they call it, right? Like when you walk in and you're suited up and you know you're going in, like, what are you feeling?
I, for some reason, was fine.
You really were just along for the ride.
I don't even know. I think because this elimination was so early on, I just went in with no expectation, so I didn't even really know what fears to have.
That's so fair, actually.
That was a really well-spoken sentence.
Well, no, and it's true, and it's kind of, it was great that it came off of you doing that challenge where you're getting thrown off of a building, because I think from a viewer's perspective, maybe it showed you, I just got to go with the flow and just do what I'm supposed to do. And you're not someone like Josh, who in the episode, we hear him get in a fight with someone saying, I've been trying to get on this show for 10 years. This is all I've wanted to do. So at least, so I could see him maybe being a little more nervous about an elimination. Whereas for you, you're just like, they hit me up 2 weeks ago to go on this show. So
like, I'm in Thailand, guys. I don't know what you're doing.
Yeah, I'm just going with it. So.
I remember at the airport, Anna Lee was like, so how long have you been wanting to go on the show? And I was like, what? Like, I didn't even know this was a show that people have been, like, begging to go on.
Were there a lot of people that you were on this season with that were big fans that wanted to be on the challenge?
Yes.
Like, probably all of them?
Yes.
Yeah. Did you feel guilty that you weren't one of those people, yet you're on the best team and you're winning eliminations and doing well?
A little bit. And also coming out and seeing past contestants talking about, like, how they would have loved to go on this season and how it looks so fun. And I was like, oh, and they picked me? Mm-hmm. I do feel really lucky, honestly, that they picked me.
But it happens for like, it's luck, but it's also like you're proving you've earned your spot on this show too. It's not like you're not doing anything, you know?
Yeah. Honestly, even after, I think it was after the bridge challenge where I did okay. I made it technically further across than Tori and Michelle. Mm-hmm. I was like, I actually think I could do this. And that kind of like shifted my mindset of being like, I want to try.
Right.
And then once you like start winning and you're in it more and you're in that environment, I was like getting more and more competitive, which I knew would happen. But yeah, I was like, okay, well, now I'm here. Like I might as well like fight for being here.
Yeah, fuck it. I flew all this way.
Yeah, I was gonna say, and the flight was really long.
So spoiler alert for anybody that has not watched episode 2 yet. You win the elimination, you send Riley packing, and you flash your boobies to everyone on the cast, the crew, and watching it home. It was so sick, actually. I loved that. How did it feel winning that elimination?
It was unbelievable. I thought I was going to throw up and poop my pants at the same time. I felt so sick because I've never run that much in my life. But no, it was the craziest feeling ever.
Yeah.
Just like, even being down there and hearing everybody cheer for me and my team supporting me and really, like, they were so loud. Like, that just, like, also made me feel so loved from them.
Yeah.
And then, but I think coming back into the house was, like, the coolest part. Like,
Right.
being like, oh, wait, I actually won. Like, I'm back. This is crazy.
And it felt like people were rooting for you and you were very celebrated. And it does suck to go into elimination so early, but the best part of that is you really prove yourself in the game by doing that. Like, I think Justin last season went into the first elimination, really proved himself by doing that. So did you feel like maybe people respected your game a little bit more after that?
I was hoping so. And I was hoping that was also kind of what was driving me. I was like, if I do well, like, because I really honestly wanted to impress my team. I wanted to prove that I could fit in with this team. Obviously, personality-wise, that was fine. But strength and ability-wise, I wanted to be a team player and not be the one that brought them down.
And now they can count on you. They can rely.
Yeah.
You have proven yourself in the 2 challenges and the 1 elimination you've done. So it seems like you've got good team morale. The orange team has won 2 eliminations in a row. Is there anything that they didn't show from that elimination?
Was it blurred or was I wearing pasties?
You had pasties on.
Okay, so I didn't know this, but Tori was like, oh, I have nip tips. And I was like, what? And she was like, my friend Anissa, who I've yet to meet, who I can't wait to meet, had written little fortunes in between pasties and it's called them nip tips. And so Tori was like, I want you to have this for your first elimination. Aww. It was so cute.
And that's girlhood.
And it literally, you know what's crazy? It was the tip was like, run like a panther, fight like a wolf, or something like kind of like endurance based. And I was like, wait a minute. It was very fitting.
Dude, you need a pasty brand deal after this.
Wait a minute.
All the pasty entrepreneurs that are watching right now.
And they were like, Deb, if you win, you have to flash. And I was like, okay. And I forgot about it. And they were going, celebration flash. And so then I was like, oh, yeah. And I remember looking at the crew and they were like.
Yeah, I don't know that we've ever had that on the challenge that I can think of, at least not in recent years. That truly, and I would not just be saying this because you're sitting right in front of me. Like I would say this even if I didn't know you. You are truly such a breath of fresh air this season because I feel like, again, I love The Challenge, one of my favorite shows, but it's gotten very serious and it's gotten very like, you need to be an ultra marathon runner, CrossFitter in order to even do well on this show. And I love like the normal girl representation. I mean, obviously you're fit going into it, but like, you're just like, I don't know what I'm doing. I don't want to jump off of a building. And you're like having fun with it. Yeah. Flashing the pasties after elimination. Like, it is a fun reality show at the end of the day. Yeah. I really have appreciated how you're going about this season.
Thank you.
Like from a fan's point.
Thank you. That was my biggest fear going in, was that it was going to be so serious all the time. And I couldn't even pretend to be like that if I wanted to.
Right.
So I was nervous. But I mean, especially with my team, it just was easy to be me.
Now, we don't know what they're going to show the rest of the season. We don't know what makes the cut and what doesn't. But are there any moments this season where, like, you do get mad, you do yell, you do fight with someone?
This is going to be a really good season.
Okay, I think that's a yes.
I don't know.
Are there any moments that you're looking forward to people seeing of this season?
We had so much fun. And I hope they show that. I think just our team alone is hilarious and is always just going to be amazing to watch. The challenges are sick. I just think everything. I think I'm really excited to watch it.
Oh, You're going to become a challenge super fan now, I'm telling you.
I think I might, because the way Love Island has taken over my life. Like,
fair. New personality unlocked.
Uh-oh.
Are you happy that you said yes to the challenge?
Honestly, yes. It was probably one of the best decisions I've ever made. Like, it was an amazing experience. I learned so much about myself. I feel stronger and proud of myself. And if they were to ever ask me back, I'm like, okay, now I actually would want to train.
And I don't know if the world's ready for that. If you're this good so far, just going into this season with like a fuck it attitude, I can't even imagine like now that you have the knowledge and time to train, we need to see you back on another season.
Yeah, no, there was a lot that I would like to, like I would love to work on my endurance and I don't know, just actually train, give it my all and go in kind of with more of like a purpose.
Right.
Actually, probably not. I think my
I
strategy.
don't know. Your strategy's been working for you. So you're not counting out going on. I mean, you've done Love Island. You've done the challenge. You would do more reality TV.
100%.
Dream show?
I would love to do Traders.
I think
Traders
I
would
could
be
see you on
so
that.
fun. But honestly, there's a new show called World's Dumbest.
I saw that.
I want to go on that.
That one looks actually pretty fun.
It is fun.
Yeah.
And the cast is Steve-O, JoJo Siwa, like
Yeah. I saw like Huddy.
Yeah.
It's random as shit.
Yeah.
But I love the reality TV casts that are just like so random.
I know.
And seeing those people interact.
Yeah.
Okay, let's get you on that. That would be fun
Yeah,
too.
honestly, but like I am such a person, like I will never say no to a fun opportunity. Like
Yeah.
it's just, you never know where life's gonna take you. It's so fun. Like why
you're
not?
a down bitch.
Yes.
I like that.
I just want to have fun.
Yeah.
I'm so young. I'm 21.
Oh, exactly. And do not fact check that one. I'm 21 too. We just turned 21 together.
And our birthday shirts.
Yeah, we're wearing matching birthday shirts. I always love to thank people just for like being on reality TV, especially someone like you that has now been on 3 different shows, because if you didn't put yourself out there, we would not have stuff to watch and be entertained by. And you really are someone that is yourself. And like a lot of people can't say that. So it's just thank you for being on reality TV.
My gosh.
Please keep going on reality TV. Where can everybody find you? And don't forget to watch the challenge every Wednesday on Paramount Plus.
You better watch. I'm gonna find you because I'm a really fast runner now. So.
Yeah, she's got endurance.
My TikTok and Instagram is Deb Chubb.
Easy.
Yeah.
Love it. Thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. It's just so fun.
Yay.